Hello everyone and welcome to Creative Savant's YouTube channel. Today's video focuses on the importance of APA referencing, and we're going to provide you with a guideline for a few different types of sources that can be used in your paper. APA formatting and referencing in itself is used to format documents, structure references and cite sources so that there can be clarity and consistency in our papers. It demonstrates that you have read relevant literary background and can provide authority for the statements made in the paper. Although it is primarily used in the USA for subjects such as psychology, education, business, and social sciences, however, many other institutions do use APA formatting as well. So when you get your paper and when you get an assignment, you must ask your instructors what kind of referencing does your institution use. So the key points we'll focus on the key points as well. Referencing in itself helps to credit other researchers and writers, acknowledge their contributions, and helps us to avoid plagiarism, which is highly frowned upon in the academic world and can lead to dismissal of your paper or even worse, suspension. So this is why it is very much important for you to use the proper referencing guidelines, use the proper referencing style mentioned by your university. The key points of APA referencing are, which sets it apart from other references, is that the font is Times New Roman, the font size is 12. All the paragraphs as well as the references at the end of your paper are double spaced. The references at the end of your paper mentioned in a separate page are in alphabetical order, and there is hanging indentation in the second and subsequent lines in the references. So this is an example of what an in-text citation and a reference at the end of the paper looks like. For books in particular, if you have a single author, the last name of the author and the year is mentioned. Then if you have two authors, the last name of both the authors and the year of publication is mentioned. If you have three or more authors, the last we mention it like last name, et al, and then year. For in the end of your paper, at the end of your paper, the reference of this particular citation would read like last name, the initials of the first name, and if you have two authors, then the last name of both the authors and the initials of the both authors along with year. The book name should be in italics, and then you mention the publisher. For journal articles, your in-text citation would look the same as the book's in-text citation. And for references, you will mention everything will be the same except the journal name will be in italics instead of the title of the work, and you have to mention the volume and issue and page number as well of this particular journal. If this journal is an online one, then you mention the DOI, which is a tracking number given to every journal. So you mention that as well if this journal is an online one. For a magazine article, you have to mention the last name, the initials of the author, and then in brackets you have to mention the year, the month, and the date of the published article. Then the article title, and then the magazine title is in italics, followed by, if there are any volume or issues, that, then the pages, and then the URL, or if you there is no DOI, oftentimes it's only URL, so you mention the URL if the magazine is available online or if that is where you have taken your source from. Then the newspaper title, again, if this newspaper is available online, then you're going to mention the last name of the author, the initial first name, the year, month, date, along with the article title, and the newspaper title is in italics along with the URL. If the newspaper is not online, then you just mention the newspaper's name, that's it. For an ebook, for an electronic book, the reference would read last name, first name's initial, year of publication, title of the work, which is in italics, along with the e-reader version in the brackets, then you'll mention the DOI or the URL. If supposedly in your paper you've mentioned snippets of a few other information that you've gotten from the paper, you mention the author and the date. However, if there is a specific fact that you're citing, or a specific quote that you're citing, or a specific paragraph that you've chosen to mention in your paper, even if it's in your own words, then you will mention the author, date, and the page number when you're writing the in-text citation. This is an example of what a reference page would look like. In this particular format, I could not indent the references, but that is the only thing that is missing. You can imagine if everything was in alphabetical order, it would read from A, B, C, and that is how your references should look like. If you have any other queries, do mention it in the comments, or if you have any suggestions for us on how we can improve our videos, or if you even have any suggestions for any other videos that we can make on any topic that you are interested in, please let us know, and we'll get to work on it right away. Thank you so much.